morning, afternoon, and evening, whenever you're sitting down to watch this episode of the Caffeinated Dad Gaming live stream. Tonight, we are back in with it for our Guild Wars 1 playthrough. Right now, we are definitely rocking it out as a Guardian. I've made a Guardian in Guild Wars 1. I could have made any other class, really, but I got a sword and shield. We got basically melee warrior skills with holy light infused. I mean, what more could you want? I'm excited because we are progressing actually a lot quicker than I thought I was going to progress through. I'll be honest with you. So that's always something that's a positive. That's good to go. But I do have, as always, I have to tell you guys a story. There's always something crazy happening over in the Caffeinated Dad. We'll say neighborhood in the hood, as it were. So you see this wonderful cup. See this cup? This magical skull cup. I won this cup. So, story time. I went ahead and met my family for Thanksgiving. Every year we have a big feast. We have a big party. A whole bunch of extended family shows up. It's a great time. We always have a good time. One of the challenges for this, we'll say, party is that we go ahead and build our own workable bow. So a bow that you can shoot and it's functional out of PVC piping and driveway markers. Now, if you don't know, go Google this, but you can in fact make this out of PVC and driveway markers. It's incredible how effective it is and how far it can shoot. So we have a competition. You build your bow and you try to hit the target that's about 100 yards away. Closest one to the target wins. Well, the winner gets a skull cup, gets this skull cup specifically. And I told my old man, as well as like all my family, oh, I'm talking about this on the stream. We go ahead and shoot. Your boy gets within about a foot of hitting the target. Everyone else was all crazy, went all over the place. 1 foot from hitting the target. So now I get to gloat for this cup for an entire year. And I intend on taking pictures with it, drinking coffee out of it, and sending it to them to let them know, let the other participants know, it was basically my family, that they were losers that day. That's how, it just felt right. It's a little thing that my dad really thought was cool and really wanted to challenge. So you know what, we're doing it. I got my sip water, we're ready to go. Seltzer water, putting it into the skull cup. Look at that pour. Look at that pour. Look. Oh, it's 100%. By the way, Ryan, you are 100% correct. I'm definitely putting this shit in. It's gonna be in the Christmas card. Like it might be in fact a part of my work profile picture, my IRL work profile picture, just like that. It's one of those things where it's like, if you make such a damn big deal about it, I'm gonna compete, and if I win, I'm going to be an ass about it. And I stressed, I was like, I'm gonna be the worst person to win this, and I did. I was like a foot away, or less than a foot away. It was so damn close, but nobody's hit the target yet. We've done this a couple of years. Nobody's hit the target yet. We've all gotten very close, but your boy gets the skull cup for a year. That's delicious. You know what it tastes like? Victory. Yeah. Alrighty. Got that out of the way. I'm going to set that over there. That's where the winner sits. Sam, what's going on? Rob, how are you, buddy? PJ, good to see you. Well, let's go. It's time to go play some Guild Wars 1. Great time. I missed actually just sitting down and playing this. I've been messing around with some of the Guild Wars 2 videos. I had one of my bigger videos go out today, and then working on some other things, getting ready for, I'm gonna do a follow-up. I actually have a follow-up video talking about some things that I've been doing with Lord of the Rings Online. Game's actually a ton of fun, honestly. I need an enchanter. I like the enchanter because they can also disenchant. And then let's do, no, I think we like Reyna. I think Reyna's a good bit. What's up? Drinking from the skull cup. Drinking from the skull cups. What tastes like victory. It's funny because, again, I wouldn't have made such a damn big deal about it if they didn't make a big deal about it. You know, like you have that one person who's like, oh, come on, you ain't gonna do it. You're, you know, like you're a bit, like they're cussing at you. They're throwing all this. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna make a GD deal about this. This cup is gonna be my best friend. Coffee's gonna taste so damn sweet at it. Stockton over on Twitch caught on. So we are joined by Prince Faywood. By the way, Prince Faywood has been posting on his own YouTube, creating some content over there. Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2. I've seen a lot of Guild Wars 1 pop up. If you could do me a favor, go over there and just say hi, subscribe, watch a video, help him out. Just getting started. We all start our journey from somewhere. But I just want to say he's also been carrying my ass through Guild Wars 1. But I will say I'm catching up and I'm not as much dead weight anymore. Tastes like victory itself. Sven, what's going on, Bar? How are you? Is it full to play? So, oh yeah. Pedro, the game actually does quite a bit. Because you can hire essentially henchmen to do your bidding. You get heroes and you have mercenaries and stuff like that. But the game is a good story to even just play by itself. It's a lot more fun when you have more people to play with. But essentially the game that you get is what you see here. It's an action RPG. You build out your character and then like you change the build depending on what type of gear you get. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing on this mission. Yeah, we're gonna head into it. Saw the gameplay for the LE pistols. I actually did not get a chance to do that. Funny enough, I actually volunteered. Well, I don't really say it's funny. It's something I enjoy doing. I went ahead and volunteered at my daughter's school. They had essentially it's a kind of like a Santa pick your thing. Now, like I have young kids, so of course they go in there and they have no idea what they want to do. There's a whole bunch of gifts that they can do. They're only a couple dollars, you know, just like here and there. But they go in there and they have their eyes like wide open. Like it is the coolest thing to go in there and pick out a gift for your kid or pick out a gift for your parent. And the kids love it. My daughter was there and she got to do it. Both my daughters were there, my younger two. And it's like one of my favorite things. So I didn't really get to hang out, we'll say, and like watch anything. I took the day off today from work just so I could do that. And I'll tell you, it's the best damn feeling. You ever see a kid get excited about getting a gift for someone? Holy crap. It really does make a big deal. It is a very big deal. We gotta be near Queensdale, right? This is Queensdale. This has to be Queensdale. Hello? Well, that's gonna take us to Shaymore. Good evening, Jared. What's up, buddy? How are you doing? Is it too grindy to get to the good stuff? No, the game, yeah, as mentioned, the game picks up incredibly fast. Like, you don't really have to do much, and then you're like in the know as far as like good content. Like right now, I'm barely level 12 or level 13. And like I have decent content already to work with. I think the base story, now correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but the base story has I think like 25 missions. And what's cool about this, and possibly the best part, and kind of why I'm emphasizing working on this and doing this, is that if you do the content tied to Guild Wars 1 and you tie your account to Guild Wars 2, you can essentially get in-game goodies for basically everything that you do. So, oh, we're being attacked. Oh wait, no, nah, we don't have to worry about that. So like the main thing I'm after is this fiery dragon sword. I want to get this in Guild Wars 2. Make it for my sword weaver or fire weaver. Like that's like where my mentality is. Now I know I can use sword for other things, but still, you guys get the point. I do want to say for any of those who are watching or who are curious. Oh wait, hold on, cutscene.
My friends, welcome to Shaymore.
Drink from the cup.
This is the Eye of Janthir. It has the power to see inside a person.
It's an Illuminati eye.
His or her magical aptitude.
Lizard people confirmed in Guild Wars 1
will be judged, either rising to glory or falling in shame.
Yeah, it makes sense that these guys are a part of the eye people. Yeah, that adds up. Awful Haas just said, just got back into Guild Wars 2
you must first cleanse
with Black Friday sales. Excited to get through the whole story, live the world. Never had before. Oh, dude, you're gonna have such a good time. Like, you know, like that first playthrough of Guild Wars 2 is there's something special about it. First playthrough of any game, there's something about it. Where the hell are you going? Am I even in control? Okay, guess not. Maybe. All right, so what do we have to do? Retrieve the Eye of Janthier. Okay, deliver the eye up the coast of Loamhurst. Okay. You're gonna have such a good time with that first playthrough. First playthrough of any game. And it's usually good, especially if the game is worthwhile. However, oh yay, level up. Especially if the game is worthwhile. I will tell you that Guild Wars 1. Oh wait, it must be clean. Can we not get through? Okay. It's odd that pathing for that that plant. Your first playthrough of any game is just gonna be crazy. Like, you're gonna have the best time across the board. And what I will say, especially with the way that we'll hit them with it. The way that Guild Wars 2 plays and all that, it's very new player friendly in that sense of like the story pacing and understanding kind of like the basics, but it definitely evolves into a lot more than I think you would be prepared to know. Like, the game really does evolve as you go through, and oh, okay, so I guess we gotta head back down here. As you go through and as you're playing like that first playthrough, and especially with Guild Wars 2, like, if you have any working knowledge of Guild Wars 1, going here, okay, yeah, I'm cleansed. You're just gonna have the best time. I guarantee you'll have a great time. What class are you thinking, Hawful? What are you thinking? What's the one that's drawing your attention? I'm curious. Bar, what I really loved about Guild Wars 1 was each expansion was a new area and a new starting story. Yeah, that's what's cool, and I feel like that's missed. Okay, so I guess the eye just follows us. Who the hell is this dude? I don't remember this. I really don't. This Loamhurst? Oh, now we collect villagers. Okay. All right, let's go collect some villagers. That's fine.
Sorts of surprises, but the best one of all is leftovers.
One of the things that I loved about Guild Wars 1.
They have a patented stand-up bottom.
Did we not get them all, or did we get them all? Okay. Oh well, he has the eye. That's why.
Store leftovers with ease and help keep those holiday memories.
Trying to bounce back and forth between us. One of the things I loved about Guild Wars 1 was essentially they have to be chosen. Okay, that makes sense. Is essentially just how simplistic the game is. Like, Guild Wars 1 has a great story, and it's just simplistic, even with the expansions, even with. Oh, let's go over here. Look, let's see. Chosen, maybe. Got him. It's really incredible because the game is so effective just because it's simplistic. And I mentioned this last week, and I'll continue to mention this. That the reason that a lot of games do very, very well versus games that do very, very poor is they understand a few things. Like Baldur's Gate, we'll say Baldur's Gate 3 is a perfect example. They are working off of a tried and true, we'll say, system, but they put at their forefront the player's mindset and what's going to be best for the player. And I feel like that's exactly why the game is done so damn well. Well, and zap him. There we go. And the game is done so damn well is just because of that feature. Is that, like, they kept really the player in mind. They didn't do anything that wasn't like too far out-fetched of their previous titles, because I believe they also did Divinity Sin, or yeah, Divinity Sin 2. I think was Larian Studios, and they did. It's such a great job, like such a great job. And it's like one of those things that if you have a system and you have a tried and true method, like, why mess with it? I stress this about video games. Like, why mess with it? If you're doing something right that a lot of people really very much enjoy, then just leave it be. I wish I could join you on my assassin, but I don't play this game anymore. It's all right, dude. I'm just going through my my old playthrough, reliving the glory days. Okay, wow. Would love some help. Emily, man, that does a ton of damage. Finally got to level 80 on my Necro. Only took 4 years and 9 months. Finally unlocked a Reaper. Is a ton of fun. Oh, and what I like about the Reaper, especially in Guild Wars 2, is that no matter what you do, it's a good time. Like, the Reaper just hits a lot of good notes, either big damage, big conditions, you know, like, it has a lot going for it. Where the hell's the eye? Oh, well, now we're in combat. Alright, we'll head back. We left some Chosen behind. Come on, deep wound. Nice. I'm looking at the trilogy, Eye of the North, the whole thing. Yeah, I believe it's all that, and then I think there was another one that I saw that was like Guild Wars 2 or Guild Wars Reborn, but I don't know too much about that. I do know Eye of the North as well as the original trilogy. So you have Prophecies, Factions, and Nightfall. All those are on Steam, and they're all very well received and well liked. I don't even have it on Steam, I'll be honest with you. I have the old-fashioned launcher, because that's the way you got to do it. You got to do it the original way. They all got stuck up there, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Haste Your Death, what's up, buddy? How are you over on Twitch? Hope you are doing well this evening. Hope things are going good. Come on, nerds. Yeah, don't necessarily quote me on the Reborn. Come on, losers. Come on, I guess maybe if we both run this way. Maybe? Hello? Come on. Nope. Bugging out. Yeah, let's try this way. Maybe this way. Oh, there we got one. Can't find the Reborn. I wasn't too thrilled about with Core Necro, but Reaper is so much fun. Core Necro is kind of slow. Core Necro is your typical, we'll say, like it's your typical Shadowcaster, honestly, in my opinion. I mean, it's a little bit more death oriented, but once you get into the elite specializations, I really feel like that spices things up enough that it's like, okay, that's really good. Reaper, like even just like Great Sword Reaper, or which I'm excited and Sven talked about, was dual Sword Reaper. I'm excited for that. And now you have all the lifesteal. You run the blood trait line, and then you have like or like the lifesteal trait. I can't remember what the trait is. But you have one of them, and it's like, oh, you're gonna be cooking. I am so excited for that. It's going. Glad to see people playing Guild Wars 1. Yeah, I've been playing it actually for the past couple weeks. Just going through a casual playthrough. Like there's nothing crazy about it. I'm not trying to rush through or do anything like that. I'm doing my casual playthrough, and then I'm gonna work on getting some of the, we'll say, the achievements, so that I can work on getting that fiery great sword for Guild Wars 2. That would be so nice. Or the well, I think it's just the fiery dragon sword. And yes, I know for those of you, someone's going to mention it. Someone mentions it every stream. I'm aware that there's an icy dragon sword. I'm aware. Someone's going to say. But my Reaper has a pretty sweet getup. Now I may have spent 3,000 gems this week. Listen, there's a lot of really good sales going on this weekend. What I'm actually really happy about is, one, I was able to get 2 terabytes worth of solid state drive, what do you call it, memory, or not? Yeah, not memory, storage on this computer. I'm so excited because I have so many videos. I have a ton of videos, so like that type of stuff, that's really, really nice. And then on top of that, I was able to get, I have like a ridiculous amount of RAM now. Like I was able to get a ton of RAM. And I got it for fairly cheap. Like I think I only spent like I want to say it was like under 200 bucks, and I got all of that, like, which is a really good deal because it's like 3200 megahertz and stuff like that. Like, it was really, really good. And I'm excited because now like the game runs crisp. Wait, do we need to go this way? I think we need to go this way. Miss Dervish. I actually, you know what's funny? I haven't really found any good, we'll say, or excuse me, I haven't even really played the Dervish fully. Like, I've seen a bit of it, of course, but I haven't. Oh wait. Oh, got the heal. I haven't even played the Dervish. I have played the Ritualist. I played the Assassin. I have not played the Dervish. I have not played the Paragon. I think I'd like the Paragon, just because it's like almost in that sense, like it is like a support, a boon support, DPS kind of. All right. So we gotta rescue all of these guys and then take them back. I think it's a good time to take a drink out of the skull mug. Oh, you ready? Yeah. It's quite cheap in general at the moment. Oh yeah. Like, and I mean, I got a it was Western Digital, and then I got a bunch of Corsair Vengeance. And that stuff has just been so good. Hey, come here, deck me. I think mine's stronger. Hit him with that. I don't even think you're attacking me. It's funny because when I was like, I'm like talking about like, man, you know, I'm always very, I don't want to say hesitant, but like I'm careful with what I'm purchasing. Especially when it comes to like my computer and things like that. So like when it came to this, like the amount of productivity that has come specifically from this has been like absolutely incredible. I rendered that video for that went out today on the channel. I think it was a 13-minute video and it rendered in like 5. Like, it was really nice. Like, that was actually very nice. I did have some issues loading everything up, but I figured it out. Good to go. Getting that stuff and then working on the computer and doing all that, it's like surprisingly fun. I see why people like, you know, like might do this as like I look at Jay-Z 2 Cents or even, I don't even know if Linus does anything anymore. Unfortunately or fortunately, yeah, I don't know. Let's go over here. Aside from that, what did you guys do for Thanksgiving? For if you're here in the States, did you guys celebrate Thanksgiving? Did you guys go do anything? See some family members, maybe? This henchman is killing me because every time I go ahead and put up watch yourselves to get the extra armor, he puts his up. It's actually a pain in the neck. I swapped to here. I prefer watching streams here. Oh yeah. No, don't worry, Sven. I gotta figure out the way to do it, but I gotta be able to get Twitch over onto the right side as well as YouTube over onto the left, you know? For some reason when I set it up that way, it always goes wonky. Got COVID, so I sat in the basement doing homework. That sounds horrible. Dude, you good? Hit you with the protection hand. Come on. Okay, this guy's good. Okay, so I guess we gotta go over here and like protect all these guys. Hit them with the healing hands. Reduce all that damage. While you were all celebrating, I celebrated. I am now level 36. I like how you say like I always do that, and I always think it's funny. Excuse me, let me put it that way. Is that when I sit there and I talk about like, oh, well, how old are you? How old are you? And it's like, no, what level am I? What level am I? Did you miss one?
Whoa! I mean,
Find what you love at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly.
Okay, we just need to protect him.
Well rested on a great mattress.
Oh, okay. He's a level 18. Do we want to mess with him?
Things you missed when you
Yep, guess we are. Gotta throw hands. Oh, and he's got an axe. Nice. Yeah, but as you get older, I think it's funny. I was talking about this. I was talking about actually this to a friend of mine because he was talking like how tough it is to get up and out. Like now, I'll be honest with you. I'm early 30s. Like I'm not terribly far down that road, and I'm sure that there are people who who age me. However, what I've noticed is that like I get up, like my knees and all like my knees, my hips, everything cracks, like, and it makes the noise when I'm getting up and out, which I think is like, that's a new thing for me. Let me put it that way. Like that's a very new thing. So when when people are like, oh, I hit level 36, yay, like it's like, oh, my back's tired already. Come on, I need bone that is defense. Never mind, everything's dead. Like my back is tired talking about this in this conversation. Ooh. Yes, Nova. Divinity Coast is a long map. A lot longer than I expected, actually. Yeah, so my family goes ahead and does that big, the big party, and we all have a good time. We stay the night. My mom, who formerly was a baker, she makes biscuits and gravy, which if you've ever had, had a night where you were enjoying libations, we'll say, and then you go and have biscuits and gravy like the next morning, like after a night of, we'll say, enjoying the adult life. It is phenomenal. Biscuits and gravy, highly, highly recommend the day after drinking. Absolutely. And with that, make him bleed. Heather feast. Oh, get on up there. Walked in that marsh and I got like conditions out the wazoo. I don't know if I can get to you. Gonna be worth it. I don't miss going to IHOP after parties and cut. It's funny too, is because where I grew up, let me put it this way, I didn't really have IHOPs. We had like Waffle Houses. So whenever someone talks about like that, I know what that's like. You go there after you have a good night. You have some fun and you're going and doing your thing. But then it's like, man, that morning after you wake up, it is rough like nobody's business. Especially as you get older, like I only have like every now and then, like if I sit down and I have a drink, or if I'm doing something, I have one, maybe two drinks, and that's it. I'm a lightweight now. I don't even think I was a heavyweight back then, but still, like, I do something along that lines, and I'm beat, I'm taxed, and I'm like, I can't wake up the next morning, because the kids, of course, wake up at like 6 a.m. and they're ready to go, and it's like it's not a good way to start the day. We have Mr. Crackles here in Sydney. You can get a pork belly roll for when you're drunk. See, like that's the type of stuff that like I love, man. I have like I got it over here. That's the type of stuff. Everyone has like one of those places where it's like it's just your good food place when you go when you're like drunk or we'll say you're on that way. My recent thing, if I go out and I go drink and I have a choice of where I can eat, my recent thing is tacos. I have been I'm a fiend for tacos nowadays, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened. Somehow the food or the shape of the burrito. I don't know. It is amazing. Hey, we made it to Loamhurst. Nice. Thank you, Prince. Just got into... Hey, Stoic, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Just got into Guild Wars 2 today, bought all the X packs, and been watching your vids all day. Coming from WoW, looking to PvP. Any beginner specs you recommend? Oh, hold on, story. This doesn't look good. I got a drink so I can hear the story.
When they're ready, escort all the Chosen to the caravan.
Yes, sir.
We leave within the hour.
These guys, of course, have our best interest at heart, right? Right. They have to. They have to have our best interest at heart because, you know, they have the, what's it? The Illuminati eye with them. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, all these guys are dead. Who are these guys? Who are these jerks down here? It's definitely an ambush.
What was that?
It came from over there.
It's an ambush.
No!
It's an ambush as she's getting smacked by like 5 people.
It's a shining blade!
Dwayna, protect us.
Quickly, take the Chosen into the jungle.
Ooh, intrigue.
Please don't hurt us.
Keep quiet. Your suffering will be over soon.
Probably going to be someone who's evil now, right? Evil now, looks evil now, but is actually a good person. Calling it. Calling it. Leo, I just got into Guild Wars 2 today, looking to PvP. Any beginner specs that you would recommend? Out of, we'll say, any of the, here. Miniature Eye of Janthier. I gotta give you 1 piece of gold then. Out of any of the PvP specs or any of the, we'll say, classes, again, typically I've seen the easiest come through between the Necromancer and the Ranger. They tend to be the most straightforward and just case in point, this is what it is. Oh man, we're all the way down here. All the way down here. Oh, I have memories of this place. I would say the Necromancer has a very simple-esque build. And I think it is, if I remember correctly, it is just a simple condition, simple condition build. Like there's nothing crazy about it, but it is just incredibly effective. Now, depending on what you want to do and what you are going down the line for, like if you want to focus just purely on PvP, then you know you can go Necromancer and have no problem whatsoever. And then they get even spicier with their elite specs. Like you can do the Harbinger has crazy burst. The Reaper is just overall a solid pick. Scourge has even started to pop up as well. So you really can't go wrong with that. I'd also even make the recommendation for the Ranger. I have a PvP video, and it still holds true. It doesn't have any of the relic information, but the PvP is just it's a longbow Ranger that it's just simple, effective, and you don't really have to worry about anything. So it depends on where you want to go. It depends on what you want to do, but those 2 are my recommendation if I just had to start. Lysandus, thank you for grabbing a cup. Hope you were doing well this evening. Arsenal's Whataburger before they sucked. I've never had a Whataburger. Maybe I'll do an IRL stream. I'll go and find one of those. Crafted Twilight after this weekend after already having the Orion Greatsword. Yeah, but Twilight's like that's the sword, you know? That is the sword. Look, we got a whole dance party going on here. Everyone just started showing up, started dancing. They have a killer chili cheeseburger right now. See, like, there's so many good foods that are all around, but like, I don't know. To me, it's tacos. I am a taco person recently, and I love the small like mom and pop ones where it's like you have just like it's just a truck, or it's just like this little hole in the wall shop. That's how you know some food is gonna be some banging ass food. You know it's gonna be good when you go in there and like the table's like partially broken. They only have a pepper shaker. They don't even have a salt like shaker. Nothing like that. It's just straight up, you know, just it. You know you're gonna have a good time. You know you're gonna have a good time. I love food like that. You just can't beat that. Let's see. I have a salvage kit. I wanna get a good salvage on that one. Oh, that's not what I needed. Whoop. Hey, I was wondering, Haste over on Twitch. Right now I'm good. I'm just trying to go through the story, and the main the main thing is to do all the extra credit mission things, just so like, because I know that's one of the achievements that that you can do, that you can get what's it for the fiery greatsword that I'm working on. That's kind of where my focus is. Do I need this? Yeah, I don't. Okay. That's a mission. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that. I want to get rid of that, but I don't know if I can. Alrighty, let's go sell some stuff. Do you have anything to sell? Let's see. I want to keep the warrior tomes. Can't. I really wish you could sell those. Glowing hearts. Token of Janthia. That's a quest item. I don't even know what the hell I need it for. So there we go. Getting all the bonus, yeah. Are you set on the mini pet side? I haven't even looked. Haste. I think the only thing I got was I think the only thing that I got was Rorik. I think. Whoa. Okay. Guess I just kicked everyone. Oh no, where'd Prince Fable go? There we go. There we go. I think that's the other one I have, and I'll probably end up circling back and doing that kind of like off on my own. But I kind of actually want to make a video about like how to get the fiery sword, get the fiery I want to say fiery greatsword, but the fiery dragon sword. Divinity Coast, Paragon was OP. I'm being carried heavily, so just so you know, it isn't like I'm over here like struggle bussing. I'm actually having a great time. We're doing pretty good. We're cruising through some stuff. Again, I'm also being carried heavily. All right, so we got the healer, we got the enchanter. Okay, I think that's good. Is there a storage lady up here? The food could either be the best ever or give you stomach cramps. But see, to me, like I can't even say anything, because whenever that happens, if that happens, I'm like, to me, it's worth. Like, there was this one place, and I can't remember exactly where it was, but it was down in New Orleans, and I had visited there once, and it was without a doubt like one of the biggest hole in the wall like type places. Like there was nothing. Like it was just one of those places that you go and it's like, really, this is the place that you picked? The best, I'm gonna say, crawfish I think I've ever had. Now again, we're in New Orleans, so that kind of makes sense. But it was phenomenal. There's Prince Rorik. Miniature Eye John Thier. So I got two. There we go. And it was just phenomenal. Oh my god, it was the best food. And I think what made it even funnier, I should say, or even we were there with my sister, and she was dating this guy who was very, very like adamant. He was like, oh yeah, I know the best place. I know this is a place that, and at the time we were like, okay, well, tell us where the best food is. Now, if you sit there and tell me that you know where the best food is, if you know where the best food in a particular place, because you grew up there, you're all about the place, and you know where it is, I expect you to at least have some working knowledge of it. Okay, cool, I get it. Some people forget. It happens. This dude, I was like, okay, we're here, we're early afternoon, I want like the best like Cajun food that you can throw my way. I don't care how spicy it is. I don't care like how much it costs. I'm ready to throw down with like the best that you can do. And he's like, okay, I got you. This pulls out his phone and goes, hey Siri, show me nearby Cajun food. Are you serious? You're talking the biggest game about how you know every in and out of this city, and you pull out Siri to find Cajun food. Nah, I lost all respect immediately. I didn't want to talk for him. We eventually found this hole in the wall, and it was great. It was fantastic. I had the best time. But like that like set off the precedent that I was like, I don't like this dude. I don't like him. Anyway, that's enough for my TED talk. Siri was actually a Cajun chef when she was going. Whoa, okay. Are you sure? I'm gonna take a guess and say, Hayes, this is you. Hayes, is this you? I'm gonna taste. Here, look. You know what? I can part with 10 gold. How about this? I'm submitting my offer. There you go. I want a Guild Wars remake or remaster or remake. Oh, absolutely. Oh, I would be so down. That's awesome, man. So, like, for me to get the achievement, do I just need to get these guys in, like, or do it, like, how does it work? Like, how do I get credit for it? I suppose is what I'm asking. You'll dedicate them to your hall of monuments. Oh, okay. All right, so I already have quite a few then. Like, I think I need to only get 10 minis, right? That has, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I need. So, actually, I want to keep the miniature lich. Oh, I need more than that? Okay, that makes more sense. I was gonna say, that was way too easy. Nice. All right, a questing we will go. Do. Unless, if they lower the requirements. I don't think they did. Siri was actually a Cajun chef he was calling. Yeah, no, this, I was not having it from this dude. I was so done. Like, don't get me wrong, like, everyone, you know, kind of makes mistakes and they do their own thing sometimes. I get it. I do. But okay. But what pisses me off is that you were talking so much game. Like that I swear is like the biggest thing. And again, I will hold you to your word because I don't. All right, here we go. Because I'll hold you to your word because I really don't know. Like, I really don't know if what you were saying is true. And if you tell me that you know all the best places for Cajun food, I'm going to believe that you know where all the best places for Cajun food are. It didn't work out with him and my sister, so that was okay. So the Greek investor. Is it just okay? I don't know what those little tree-like people are. But it is exciting that we're actually in like the Silver Waste kind of Silver Waste kind of like Maguma jungle entrance. Like, that's exciting. It also does help that we have 2 level 20. I think I'm calling it now. By the end of us actually progressing on this story, I'm gonna have a whole group of like a whole party full of people who are just like the viewers, you guys who are watching the Guild Wars 1 playthrough, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm jumping back in on this. All right, we gotta go this way. Do we? Or do we have to go down? I think we have to go down. Let's go down. Sword strength or tact. I'm doing sword tact, I believe. Sword tactical with protection. I think is the route that I went. Yeah. So protection, prayer, swordsmanship, and tactics. Man, those Ridulus, man, really mess things up. Woo! Pumping out some damage, man. Oh, I hate spiders. In any fashion, I hate spiders. They're just terrible. Whoever invented... Oh, I don't want to say that. Whoever invented them should feel bad. Oh. That's a loaded question. And I'm canceling. I want to say we have to go like down here. Is there a specific skin that you like? Really, again, I don't know necessarily, and I haven't looked at it, but I know that what I wanted to do, and especially what stemmed from this video, I made a video, I'm gonna say like 2.5 weeks ago, where I talked about we'll say, the initial start of Guild Wars 1 and coming back and trying out Guild Wars 1 and really seeing, you know, how it holds up even in today's standard. And that's just kind of progressed me on just playing the story through and just actually following along what happened with the events of Guild Wars 1. So right now I think the only skin that I'm focused on is the Dragon Sword, and that's the only one I want to get for Guild Wars 2. I had Spart, he's a mod for the channel, help me out by gifting me this one, the Fiery Dragon Sword, and you know, I got it enchanted and customized and all that. This thing deals a ton of damage. So, well, I say a ton, but it does all right. If you hate spiders, don't come down under. Sven, now correct me if I'm wrong. Sven transferred over onto Twitch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the Huntsman spider. Don't they create like an entire field of webbing for like their eggs and their nest? Essentially, like they'll take over and it'll look like it's snowed. Isn't that what really happens? I'm asking, I'm like legitimately asking because I don't know. Now that's a different spider. Oh, okay, good, because that's terrifying. Damn. I guess what makes that even worse though is that like that's not comforting enough to me that, oh okay, it wasn't the you know, that wasn't the Huntsman spider. Oh okay, cool. But that scares me because that means that there is a spider that does that. There is a spider that just essentially takes over an entire field with their webbing, and it's just that's horrifying. Who thought of that? Oh, hey, a battle axe, nice. Hey, Belle, thank you for grabbing a cup. Hope you were having a goose evening as well. Battle axe. Oh, of mastery, nice. All right, let's go talk to this dude. The hell? Oh, I'm being attacked from down there. Are you kidding me? Wait, no, I need to go this way, I think. Yeah, I need to go north. Do. The Huntsman looks very similar to the Sydney funnel web, which is super deadly. A Huntsman is not at all not all that dangerous. It's the size, I think, is the problem with the Huntsman spider, and I feel like that's what a lot of people have an issue with. The size of a Huntsman spider is a lot bigger than most people are comfortable with. Like, I hate to say it, but your damn spiders down there have health bars. Like, that's how damn big those boogers are. And like, you know, the biggest ones that we have in this area are, you know, they're only like maybe like a small plate size, and that's like an absolute freak of nature, extra large. Prince Fable said that the spiders were Australia was founded by spiders. That's true. That and everything that I've heard about Australia is like everything has evolved to hunt humans, or to kill humans, either with venom or there's a fish or a snail, and I can't remember the name of the snail, but it has the most like venom that any snail really can have, and it just like one puncture, and you wouldn't even just be like, oh, what was that? And you're like dead in 2 minutes. Like, it's that freaking deadly. That is horrifying. Who is coming up? You're just dropping new creatures just out the blue. Like, oh, yep. This one injects venom from, 20 yards away. Ooh, that's fancy. That's a new one.
Muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Talk to your doctor.
It's my next mission, yeah.
Let's
Let's see. They don't really flesh it out, but this is like Chaldean Forest. This is Matrika Province. This is like the Heart of Maguma and all that. Cone Snail, thank you, and Blue Ring. Both of them look cute, at least. Yeah, thank you for filling that one in, because that's terrible. Like, things should not be able to be that cute and that deadly in the same instance. Like, that's what's terrifying about it. Expert salvage kit. Nice. Okay, I guess you just can't use that randomly. Never mind. Let's see. I don't know why I can't. No, I don't want that one. Axe Mastery, I'm not that too heartbroken with. Alright, Prince Feywood is absolutely carrying us on all these achievements, because I don't know, but he's basically like micromanaging what we're going to do. Alright. Let's see, I'm going to keep the Lich, but I'm going to also... Let's keep Rune of Major Vigor. Oh! I gotta pay you with 1 gold, at least. Haste, I gotta pay you with at least 1 gold. Oh, look at, wait, now does it show it? I don't think it's gonna show. Like, it has to show, right? Requires 9 tactics. I was gonna say, Lieutenant, do you want to come with us? Or Haste, do you want to come with us? Oh, yeah, that's right, F9. I always forget that one. Yes, no, maybe so. We could drop, we could probably drop Stefan, maybe? Oh, you'll be getting off soon. Okay, I was gonna say, we could probably drop Stefan. Be okay. Stefan doesn't need to be here. They just, we even have songs about spiders, most notably Red Back on the Toilet Seat. I can't tell if you're joking, Sven. I really can't. Like, I believe you are not. I believe that you are not joking. There is legitimately Guardian of the Hunt, Fortitude. I guess, is that a shield? That is a shield, right? It has to be a shield. I didn't think it was a joke, and that's that's equally terrifying. Well, it's like one of those things. It's like one of those things that you hear all these different stories about. Oh, that's a cool looking shield. That is a really cool looking shield. I think I have 9 tactics, don't I? No, I don't. I'm definitely gonna have to get 9 tactics then. It's by Slim Dusty. Is that, I don't know that name offhand. Is that a name that I should know? Jungle Trolls. Oof. Vital Blessing. Appreciate Vlad and Prince both carrying me through this. More Scarabs. Once you get 9 skill points, but that it's a cool shield. You'll probably see it once you're in the mission. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why it wouldn't show up. That is a cool looking shield. It almost got has like the, we'll say like the Braum Wolf shield kind of aesthetic to it. What game is this? This is Guild Wars 1. This is the original Guild Wars. It's honestly, it's just a lot of fun. It's just a nice one to just sit down and play. It's not overly complex. You can get through most everything here in this game just kind of like on your own. And I mean, it does obviously get better with friends because it's like, you know, we have people. I have people over here assisting me on my way. But it's just a simple game. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to, like, that's the beautiful part of it. Which way? Which way is ideal? Okay, I guess this way. We're gonna follow that. Subscribe and follow you over the Twitch. I'll make sure to stop by when I see. Yeah, it's every Monday. Every Monday, it's I play the same. We'll say the same time. Right now, I don't really have it in my schedule that I can stream more than once a week, but mainly because the YouTube videos do take time to process, edit, all that jazz. Matt, thank you for grabbing a cup, buddy. Hope you're doing well. But I will say that I'm going to continue my playthrough. So I forget how many missions I've done thus far with you. I think we're about like halfway through, right? Oh, I got through. I want to say I'm about like halfway through Guild Wars 1 right now. Like getting through the main story, there's a lot, but it's actually not that bad, honestly. Once you start moving and once you get into it, and again, it also does help that you have like a lot of overpowered people. Let's be serious. You have a bunch of overpowered people. Oh wait, we gotta kill these life pods before we do anything. Guardian and no mending. Clearly, Guild Wars 2 player. You also need lay on hands. I don't know healing hands. Do I get healing hands this early? Dream Parts, what's going on, buddy, over on Twitch? I didn't know I got healing hands that early, actually. Oh yeah, an elite skill. I actually don't have any elite skills. I wonder who I get it from now. That's probably something I can Google. Ritualist over here putting in work. Clearly a Guild Wars 2 player. I am coming from Guild Wars 2, but I'm also trying to learn. I'm trying to learn where all this has like stemmed from. Where does Guild Wars 2, which is most of my channel, where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I can't not say that all the way through. That's terrible. I'm sorry you guys had to experience that. This light pod, man. Pain in the ass. That would be your best friend. The wiki is definitely something I have to get into, especially when I'm going through these, looking for these specific achievements and stuff like that, for my monuments. Ooh. Bleed. I wonder how much health these guys actually have. Like, I wonder if it's a significant amount, or if it's actually just, you know, like, the sword doesn't do a lot of strike damage, it just bleeds over time, you know? For sure. I'm having all... Hey, Haste, I appreciate all your help and all your gifts. Definitely helping me out. Definitely. Hope you have a good night, buddy. Thank you. We're gonna go against that. Is too different from Guild Wars 2, even in lore. Well, it's I guess over on Twitch, by the way, Dream Parts. It's such a good name. It's interesting because when you talk to Guild Wars 1 players, and especially Guild Wars 1 players who put a lot of time and effort into this game and play it for so long, that when they actually played Guild Wars 2, they were actually let down. They thought, I can't tell you how many Guild Wars 2 or Guild Wars 1 players have told me that they don't like Guild Wars 2. Okay, we have to let these guys finish their dialogue. Okay, there we go. To the delicious rush of cherry flavor in Mountain Dew Code Red. I don't even know if I can hear him. He's too far away. In Mountain Dew Voltage. they're very passionate about Guild Wars 1. And I mean, like, rightfully so. Like, this is a great game. And I do remember playing it all, you know, all those years ago. But it's like one of those things that if you put a lot of time and effort into a game, and say that you thoroughly enjoy the game, you're enthralled by its gameplay and how you enjoy it, of course you're going to have a very strong opinion when, you know, they come out with a sequel or we'll say an extension off of that, and it doesn't necessarily hold the same weight, you know? Like, that's always something to consider. And I don't blame you or anyone else who's like, Guild Wars 1 is not the same game. It's not the same game as Guild Wars 2.
Wanna avoid the wait? Get a free Easy Pass transponder now through December 31st.
Set in the same universe,
already
not the same game.
The most common cause of violations is failure to update your information after.
Okay, I guess we're attacking.
Selling a vehicle. And please, when you're traveling through a toll plaza, obey the code.
Ooh, 50 gold. Nice. What's this? Oh, I dropped to plant the seed. I think the disconnect is for the new writing team from Guild Wars 2 that, and Guild Wars 1 devs who've left. Yeah. And again, that's something I noted, is that this game is great. Guild Wars 1 is great for that, like, solo adventure or small party adventure. It's a lot of fun. But did we leave someone? But what I will say, okay, there they go. But what I will say is that, like, when they transformed Guild Wars 2, they were, in that sense, almost trying to compete with, well, basically World of Warcraft, because the games came out roughly around the same time. Now, I love the way that Guild Wars 2 plays as an MMO. I do. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. However, I will say that Guild Wars 1, in my opinion, it's set in the same universe. It has the same characters, or we'll say of-like characters, but they're two completely different speeds of games, in my opinion. Luckily, they're both casual. At least they're fairly casual. I will give it that. But okay, Vladimir's got it. I will personally say that, in my opinion, I like the slower pacing, we'll say, of Guild Wars 1, just because I feel like I can just chill. I can just chill and play the game, and I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to really do much more than what I'm already doing. So that's a win for me. That's a plus for me. It's not to say that Guild Wars 2 doesn't also offer some type of, we'll say, fun or engaging gameplay. No, nothing like that. Like, the game is great in its own right. But I will say that it plays significantly different. It's a good game for streaming. Wait, Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2? I've heard Guild Wars 2 is easier for streaming versus, what's it, Guild Wars 1? Oh, really? You think so? And I think maybe it's because I put so much emphasis on streaming via YouTube versus Twitch. But I thoroughly enjoy all of my time here, I'll be honest with you. Ugh. Done. Easy. Every time I log in, like, it's like I'm excited to see where the adventure gets. What's it, Prince Feywood's like already waiting for me. He's like ready to go. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things that I look forward to my Monday nights just because I know that I can just sit down and chill and I can play a video game. I don't have to worry about anything, you know? Oh, and Run and Gargle, absolutely, absolutely. It's such a great game just because it's simple. Guys, devs, if you were listening, just keep it simple. Give the players what they want, and you will have a game that people love to play. No, wait, I wanted to identify that. You. Ooh, armor penetration, that's nice. It is more tactical and strategic than Guild Wars 2. That's more reactive, so you can chat more. Yeah, I suppose that is true. Wait, we already came this way. We have to, wait, guess we can't go down. Bit turned around. Nah, it's okay. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Probably go, because we were here. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's go middle. Go the mid path. I found actually Dream in my time as streaming, Guild Wars 2 is great, especially for streaming, especially if you're just doing like benign things, like you're doing your dailies, you're, you know, like working on something that doesn't require a lot of intensive focus. But if you do something like world versus world, PvP, or even like we'll say like high-end PvE, so strikes, raids, and stuff like that, it becomes a heck of a lot harder to actually sit down and talk to people while you're just sitting there like button mashing. And that's something that I've noticed, especially with a lot of games too, is like, like I get that, you know, if you're gonna have intensive gameplay, but if you're gonna stream it, if you want a really good streamable game, you need to have a game where the person streaming it can actually show off not only their personality, but also engage. Because when people watch your stream, they want to talk to you. Like, they want to see you, they want to see what you're doing, and they might lurk, but they might have a question, or they might put something out there. So I stress that is, you got to be able to engage your audience, and I feel like that's where this game shines. Rude. Yeah, cleanse that empathy. 20% of their HP. Let's go. I was waiting and will continue to wait for my Guild Wars, mode in Guild Wars 2. What are you talking about? The alliances for world versus world? Is that what you're hinting at? Because I think that's what you're hinting at. Do. Surprised that was the only rare that we saw. Surprised there hasn't been any more. I think it's time to drink from the Skull Cup. Delicious. No, oh, no, Guild versus Guild. Okay. Oh, she has that thorn thing that we had. Can't tell me Mordremoth wasn't already messing around over here. Okay, alright, I see what I've seen. Do. Oh man, they cleanse that so fast. Mine's better. Stop always trying to take mine. Alrighty. We gotta go kill the 2 centaur chiefs. Yeah, I was gonna say we figured that we had to dig into the land somewhere. I'm actually excited because I remember way back when being able to do Cantha and play in Cantha and do all that, and I remember I was the guild leader of a wow, I have a lot of HP. Okay, some values. I remember that I was the guild leader for my guild. And again, I was warrior monk, but I was Rook Searing Blade, guild leader of Jade Sea Guardians. That was our guild. Oh, this is big cool. Bonettis. Oh, trudging through. Probably go for like the Avenger or the Protector, because the Protector is probably keeping them alive. Come on, give me Bonettis. Did that not do a damn thing? I don't think that did a damn thing. And I can't even move. All right, there we go. Bonettis. Come on, Bonettis, do something. Oh, our healer's down. I'm down. Ugh. It's okay. I'm getting carried. There we go. Oh, I didn't know that you could teleport around and check out other groups. Okay. Can't we res the healer? Oh no. Now the adventure continues. Now we get to narrate these two. Prince, can you handle it? Can you handle the journey? I was gonna say, I think you guys got it. I think you guys got it. You guys, I have faith. I have faith in all of you. So now here we are. We have the Ranger Mesmer together with the Ritualist Elementalist, and we are gonna see what they can do. We are gonna see if they can continue the journey. Out of a party of 6, only 2 of them alive. Do. Do you remember the peak of Guild Wars 1 when you'd run people from city to city for gold? Yes. That's actually one of the things I remember here in the Maguma Jungle. Like I did a run over here, bridging two of those gaps together, and it was one of the best, if not the best, like a gold experiences that I had, because it just felt fun, you know, like letting them or carrying someone through there and then getting paid a bit of gold afterward is just, it was such a cool feeling. Prince Feywood putting in the work.
There's drive inside of you. You're ready to go for it. And your
literally getting K. If you guys haven't found him on YouTube, go and look up Prince Feywood. Or Prince Feywood. He's been doing Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2 content for a bit and putting some stuff up there. So go ahead and make sure you like and subscribe. Gotta start somewhere. If he's gonna carry me, I can at least promote him. I used to log in. I used to log in and just run people for a few hours and jump off, and still felt so accomplished. And that's where, and that was what was cool. Is like, and I remember doing that run. And it wasn't like super expensive. I never really made it like anything. We'll say like crazy expensive, but I always made sure that it was like, I think it was like 10 gold. It was like each one was like 10 gold. And I would have like a party of 4 or 5 people, and it's like, okay, cool. There we go, 10 gold, no problem. What ability is that? Ah, okay. Vlad, you gotta stay up. These guys are actually putting in a lot of work. But I remember I would make a ton of gold that way. Like, and I don't think that I ended up having, like, I never remember being rich, probably because I spent the gold on stupid stuff. But I do remember doing those runs, and I had to stack, like, some stability because there was a whole bunch of knockdowns, and it was just such a good time. I remember that. I distinctly remember that. That was good. Speaking of, and I'll say speaking of games that have been pretty good. Okay, I guess that's one of them. Oh, maybe it's these two. Okay. Oh dear. Maybe if you guys just get this, I think we get to keep the bonus, right? Yeah, so maybe if we do this and then just restart the mission. Because the mission, we weren't that far into the mission. Ritualist in there putting in work. Vladimir doing that work. I mean, Prince Feywood, you were doing pretty good as well. I mean, like, I was gonna say, I didn't mean to, like, make it seem like I was undercutting you or anything. Oh, watch it. He's got magnetic up. Oh, we're putting in work across the board. He's shooting back. Hey, alrighty. Do I have to do anything? I don't think I have to do anything specific, right? Like, it should just automatically resign me. Ow. Alright. Let's try that again, this time with more feeling. Okay. I think we have the right party composition. I just got to make sure that I don't get too aggressive. Yeah, I might be a little bit aggressive. All right, let's try that again, but this time with feeling. These Wind Rider. What I found out very quickly is that I don't like the all the negative, we'll say, conditions that get put onto us. So like that, the hexes from mesmers and stuff like that. Like that is something that just absolutely like wrecks me. As like I can handle melee combat. I can usually do pretty good in melee combat. But the second that they throw out those hexes, I don't have a whole lot of things that I can handle, or that can stop that incoming damage. Man, I take a lot. I don't think. How does he keep cleansing my bleed? He's doing something that's causing him to cleanse that, but I don't. What ability would cleanse the bleed? Is there? I'm sure there is an ability that does do that. All right, let's go this way. Bam. There's times where I sit there and I look at this, I'm like, would I have been better if I went like an elementalist route? Or perhaps like maybe a necromancer or something? Like, I can't imagine like warrior necromancer being like the best, but I'm sure that the different combinations work in some fashion, you know? Didn't we agree that the middle path was the right way? Yeet. Repent! I like how the healers over there yelling repent to everyone. Fantastic. Stick to your guns. Stick to your guns. What is the best, most enjoyable world versus world class for DPS? Mesmer, Herald, GS, Greatsword Ranger. So it depends on what you want, role you want to fit. Honestly, like it's. The answer is yes, maybe, but the problem is that there are so many different situations and scenarios that you're going to run into, and it depends on what kind of player you are. So if, for example, you like the roaming solo kind of like gameplay, we'll say, then perhaps like maybe a Mesmer or a Ranger might be your best suit. I mean, Herald to some degree can do very, very well. If you want to be more, we'll say like a group DPS where you're fighting with, you know, a large contingent of allies, and you guys are all taking down like another Zerg or something, then perhaps you may want to take a closer look at, like, say, the Ranger, or change up how you play your Mesmer. So the answer is yes, but depends on the role that you are trying to fill, and I think that should always be your focus. Like, what type of play style do you want to have when you are in World versus World, you know? Would a Necro Warrior mix just be a Necromonger from Riddick? Basically. Chronicles of Riddick, I have not heard that movie in a very long time. I love that movie. Like the series was great. Vin Diesel played a good role in it. Like I actually very much like that. I'm gonna say it's Kaiki. Kaiki, thank you for grabbing a cup. Hope you're doing well this evening. Hope you're having a goose evening, as it were. Personally, I like my Elementalist in World v World as a kind of like duelist 1v1er. I try to find fights where like the enemies in a sense in a bad position, either that they are already attacking something or they've already been attacked by something, and they are recovering, or they have cooldowns that are off. So I mean, there's a number of different situations where all of these can be viable. But like if I wanted to do, say, you know, like a big team fight DPS, then I might be looking at like a Staff Catalyst. Staff Catalyst does very, very well. If I want to do in the 1v1, I would go the route that I currently have, which is just a Catalyst, but it's a double dagger Catalyst, focusing on you know, mobility and crowd control on an individual one-on-one basis. It depends. It's really, and that's why there's no one right answer, really. So pick the class that you think you're gonna have the best time with. Herald is a great choice. Mesmer is a ton of fun. Ranger is just all around good. I mean, you can't really go wrong. I follow you since that short about the classes video. Comment every time. Enjoy all the go. Hey, I appreciate that. Those comments are actually, those do a ton of work. Comments are without a doubt like we'll say the bread and butter of getting YouTube videos out there and pushed. Like, don't get me wrong, like, likes are great, and if people are liking the video, then, you know, by the way, this is probably a good time to ask you to like the video. But if you like the video and you're pushing that out there, YouTube sees that as a good thing. If you comment on a video, it sees that, okay, they're engaging with this, then, you know, it must be doing something right. I don't know if we have a seed, do we? I don't think we have a seed. Okay, maybe we just pick one right up there. Okay, that's fine. Don't forget our time as shield mirages. I actually, I have that footage, and I'm trying to figure out the best way for me to put that out there. Because it's like, I want to do that, but then it's also, like, I do want to also do a follow-up on my most recent video about Lord of the Rings, because I have played that a little bit more, and I have more of an in-depth opinion, Sven. I do want to put that out there. Don't you worry. I just got to find the right way to, we'll say, package it, so to speak. All right, Prince, I'm following you. You lead the way. You show me where I need to go. Because the last time I led us somewhere, I killed us.
When they're really meant to be
relaxing.
Oh, Wind Riders. I hate Wind Riders.
Enjoying yourself and getting into vacation mode.
And there goes all my enchantments. Rev is your favorite. Revenant is surprisingly fun. I didn't think I would like it just because I feel like I felt like it was always kind of like an edgelordy, like, oh, look at me, you know, I'm so unique. And I say that, but then I actually played it. I was like, damn, this actually slaps. This is actually a lot of fun. The Herald did that for me, like, in no time whatsoever. Especially now that you get Greatsword Herald, like, you can't beat that, man. That's a ton of fun, and it hits really hard, and you can stack a bunch of damage and do a ton of burst really, really quickly. Like, oh, it's so nice. That's one thing I feel like that's very underrated with Guild Wars 2 is that a lot of people don't talk about is like when you pull off your damage combos and you get some really, really good burst, it feels good. I have like 72 warlocks over here. I mean, I'm following you, Prince. You show me. Oh, wait, there we go. Shining Blade. Phantasm. I think another playthrough I might do. I might do what do you call it? Mesmer playthrough. Because it just seems fun, you know? Renegade for you. Renegade has a real, I like, and I always say it wrong, it's not Kalia, yeah, it's Kalia. Like Kalia plays like very, very well, and I love the animations, especially for that entire elite spec. It's just so much damn fun. Like, Guild Wars 2 did something really, really good, because I made that video not too long ago talking about all the different, we'll say, all the different specs and all the different elites and, you know, who's playing what, basically, is really what I covered in this video. And come to find out that, like, their dispersion for the classes and the elite specs is, like, so well done that, like, the highest percentage and the lowest percentage is, like, 4% difference. And it was like, and that's crazy. Like, the engineer was the least played, elite specialized, or the elite least played class, and then like the highest played was Guardian, but it was only like 13 to 9% or something like difference. Like, it really wasn't that bad, which that should be a good nod to Guild Wars 2. I will 100% give them credit for that, because that's pretty hard. That's pretty damn hard to do. Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 2 high school hazing. Starting them out young. I think it's funny that they push them all the way through what do you call it? The Maguma jungle. Like, that's where you want to go. That's your escape. This place is hell. Tree of Vitality. You have healing hands? I didn't. I gotta figure out a way to capture some of those elite skills, especially when I actually find one that I want to keep. At least there's no pocket raptor. Don't put that hell on me. Do not put that hell on me. Not in this time and place. I bet there was like an ArenaNet dev who was just like, you know what would be really funny? Is that we have these schizophrenic little raptors that run around and can nearly one-shot you with a single burst. But guess what? You can't really counter them much at all, because if you try to, like, they're just gonna kill you faster. Like, someone was like, yeah, that's a good idea. We're gonna do that. Way to go, Jim. You're getting a pay grade increase. Then the pocket raptors were born. Oh, yeah. Oh, The vertical, the vertical maps in Heart of Thorns was an absolute bear for new players, and even for me. I played the game and I was just like, this is horrendous. It was so bad. And I don't mean it in the sense of like it was actually terrible or it was bad or it was something that I wouldn't recommend, because it was a lot of fun. It was difficult. It was so damn difficult. Velociraptors. That's it exactly. Like, they just show up and they velociraptor your HP all the way down to 0. Oh, he's a ranger. Oh, okay. Don't hit him with it. Maybe he's a ranger. Ooh, he bounced spider legs. I heard that that the story picks up eventually, and you get into I think you go down to like the Ring of Fire. I think it's like the end game as you kind of like progress through everything, and you end up down here. And I heard that the Ring of Fire and then like the Undead Zone or wherever that is just a bear to deal with. Heard it's difficult. I don't know. And I think that's what I'm excited about is because I've never been there. I've never done that before. I've never been to endgame here in Guild Wars. And I have the opportunity now with everyone carrying me. Oh, they all got eaten by spiders. I was gonna say, are any of them alive? Is it even worth me going over there? Oh, this dude.
Oh no, please, no.
That dude was dead. I like how we sat here and watched.
You there. You can chase us through the jungle later. But if you have even a shred of decency in your heart, I beseech you, help us save the Chosen.
Okay, pretty lady. Don't have to tell me twice. You get to the Ring of Fire, my dear friend. After you leave the beloved Maguma, there is a desert challenge. Don't forget, do not forget the. What can I say? The sheer number of spawns there. Oh joy! I can't wait. I am so excited. I mean, if you look at the map though, like the map is pretty damn big. Like that is a huge map, and there's lots of stories and lots of explorable areas. And that's what I always like. What I think is interesting too is that like when you look at the size of Guild Wars 1 and just all the different things that you can do, like there's a reason people put tons of hours in this game.
10 seconds to explain yourselves before we run you through.
We can take them.
Perhaps it is you who needs to be doing the explaining.
What are you going to do to us?
I don't know what to make of you. You're not typical White Mantle, as evidenced by your bravery and willingness to help save the Chosen. Had you not shown up when you did, we might have lost them after all.
I like how they're all still in their
trying to get
webs.
them killed?
What did you think? That we liberated the Chosen from the murderous mantle only to feed them to the spiders? Nothing could be farther from the truth.
Then what were you doing?
Rescuing them from the mantle, that's what. The spiders were a miscalculation.
I don't trust them, Avenia. They're mantle, plain and simple.
I can see that, Marcus. But something tells me if they see for themselves what the White Mantle really do to the Chosen, they'll have a change of heart about their masters.
Okay.
What are you saying? That you mean to let them go?
Yes, Marcus. That's exactly what I mean to do.
The
Who
holidays can
knows?
bring all
Once they've
sorts
seen
of
the Bloodstone,
surprises.
they may
But the
end up
best one
being
of all
valuable
is
allies.
This is a mistake, Avinia.
Introducing
Maybe
Ziploc
it
bread
is.
bags with stay open
If my
design.
hunch about you
They
is
have a
correct,
patented stand-up
then you'll
bottom
head to
and fold line
Bloodstone
for
Fen.
easy filling. They
The truth
stay
about the
open
White
so you
Mantle
can
will
store
reveal
leftovers
itself,
with
and you will be
ease
faced with a
help keep those
difficult
holiday
decision.
memories fresh. Unlock your holiday leftovers.
Nice.
with Ziploc
Okay.
bags with stay open design. Buy now from SC Johnson, a family company.
Yeah, so I guess we kind of already called it that the White Mantle was going to be the bad people. They were going to be the bad folks. I mean, I think that's really not that, we'll say that surprising. I did level up though, and I do want to get some into tactics. And, and maybe not.
When you wake up well rested on a great mattress, everything.
I don't know if
becomes
that's
clear.
worth it.
My dog has more friends than I do. Things
'Cause
you
my,
missed when you were
like, I
tired
don't have a whole lot of
finding
protection
reviews.
prayers, but like,
Give my dad a call.
Find your perfect
all right.
mattress at the Black Friday sale at Mattress Firm. You can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 gift toward pillows and more. All
Okay,
with
the
free
quest
and
takes me
fast
out there. Let's go and talk to the
delivery.
merchant.
Mattress matters. We'll find yours this Black
I like
Friday
where the
sale.
story, thus far, where the story is going, because it's like one continuation after the next. Like there's always something next coming, which I love. Gives you, it's almost like it gives you something to be excited for, so to speak. I can probably salvage that. 20% penetration, nice. Spell shield, tangled, eye, centaur harness, keep. Oh, go figure. Look at that. Guild Wars 2 or Guild Wars 1, and we still have inventory wars. Wait, hold on. I know how to do this now. Who is this? Who is the Char? Who is the Char over here? Let's go sell or die kits. I think I've gotten them all. But can't do my shield. Okay, that's unfortunate. Friend of mine came from WoW and couldn't believe how big Guild Wars 2 is. It's surprising because I feel like a lot of that Ridlock, that is Ridlock. I wonder if Ridlock was added in, or is Ridlock an original Guild Wars 1 character, or was it Ridlock just added in later just because? Like, I'm curious of that actually. One of the things that I feel like a lot of people misunderstand, especially with the way that Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2 kind of are, and like I feel like a lot of people look at Guild Wars 2 and they're just like, oh, that's obviously a small MMO or a smaller MMO. It's just been around for a while and it's a lot of instance content. No, there is a ridiculous amount of, we'll say, content. There's a ridiculous amount of maps. There's so much that you can do in this game that it's actually pretty damn crazy. And for anyone to sit here who's just like, oh, well, you know, like, the game is old or it's outdated or it's a dead game or anything, like, then they're not, I guarantee you they're not playing the game. They're not. Because anyone who plays the game knows damn well how much, like, how crazy big the game is, how popular it is, even to this day. And it might not ever be on to the same level as, like, we'll say, what's it, like World of Warcraft or any of that stuff. Like, that's okay. It doesn't need to be, because there is a faithful audience that is here and that love this game so much. And I feel like that's added in later. Okay, yeah, that's what I was figuring. And I feel like that's where a lot of people get that mixed up, is like they look at Guild Wars 2. Yeah, Lazy Beyond. Lazy Beyond's a great example of that, where it essentially was I feel like it was just a lazy review. I'll be honest with you. That's about the easiest way that you can put it. Like, it was just lazy. Like, it didn't feel like there was a whole lot of effort into it. It was just kind of like, yep, this is a game, and that's it. And then I'm gonna log off, which is That's unfortunate. I'm actually gonna go ahead and call it. I have not been sleeping well for the past couple of days, so I'm gonna actually call the stream here. Got moved along, I should say, pretty well. We've basically completely covered all the way through Kryta, and now we're off over here into the wilds, into the next couple of missions. So I do appreciate all of you guys hanging out. I do both here over on Twitch as well as YouTube. Thank you guys. Trying to get my Twitch back up to at least being monetized over on that end. It still isn't monetized, by the way, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's see, got some more content coming down. Oh, Haddison, you were the rich. The ritual. See, there you go. Welcome back. See, I had no idea. But I appreciate all of you guys. I seriously do. Make sure that, you know, when you go out and you conquering the world, you bring your skull cup, because the world ain't ready for your shenanigans. Again, as always, I want to thank Prince Feywood for hanging out and basically carrying me through all these missions and all that jazz. But yeah, seriously, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you, as always. Stay caffeinated, folks.